Up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Sports Church right here on the Vet Radio Syndicate. I did it again. Let's start over. Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome to Sports Church on the Veteran Revolt Radio Network. Fuck, man, you say something for like 6 years and it's just hard to get away. I apologize. I'm your host, Sean Kerman, a.k.a. Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. Ayoyes. I'm a card-carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly. And a founding member of Veteran Revolt Radio, VRR. Thank you for joining us. Please share us out. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter. So get on all of those social media sites. Give us a like and a follow. Get on over to Rumble. Especially help us out there. And search Vet Revolt Radio on Rumble. And then follow us and smash the thumbs button. Help us out a little bit. Yes. The only show that was worship all things balls. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so a lot to go, a lot to do, a short time to get unpacked, as I always say. So without further ado, let's bring our co-host on. We are short Doc this week. He is out and about and doing family stuff. So we're short the Doc, which sucks for me because I got my baseball homie with me and Raven Truman shots. I'll do a shot for you, man. Give me a second, though. Let me get this camera to cooperate. There we go. Much better. All right. Without further ado, he's a United States Marine Corps veteran. He's been my friend for quite many years, almost 25, more now at this point, at least. We stayed together at the all-inclusive resort known as 40th Area Las Pulgas, guest of the most holistic company the Marine Corps has ever fielded. Ammo Company, part of 1st Supply Battalion, 1st Force Service, Sport Group, First Smart Div. Without further ado, please welcome to the Sports Church, where we gather together to worship the altar competition where grown men and women play with balls, drive around in circles, and beat the shit out of each other. Brother Bishop Pook Dawg. What up, mate? Raymond, for you.
Let us proclaim the mysteries of Sugar Sean O'Malley. What is up, my man?
What's
what
up?
A knockout! Did you see the fight last night? Did you see the clip I sent you?
I saw the clips. I saw the highlights and everything that you sent me. That was very nice. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I bet it. I actually bet it, but I didn't expect it. I put $40 on a Sugar Sean knockout. It came home. So
nice. Yeah,
3.5 to 1.
There you go, man. Pook Dawg making a little money, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was a little lucky. I thought I got a little lucky on that one. I mean, I don't feel that Sugar got lucky. I feel like I got lucky because honestly, if you were to ask me what was going to happen in that fight, I would have told you probably chances are. I knew Sugar had a knockout chance, right? And that's why I bet it. But if you were to ask me, and it didn't even happen at all. He stuffed the one takedown that Aljamain tried. I felt like Aljamain was going to take him down, hold him down, take his back, make him nervous, make him defend that choke the whole fight. I felt like that was going to be, we're going to see that over and over again, the washing machine.
Yeah.
Instead of the Khabib ground and pound, that's pretty much what Aljo does to a lot of his opponents. So frickin' get them down on the ground. They'll take their back, make them defend that choke. You're defending that choke the whole fight. How the hell do you win if you're defending a choke the whole fight? You know what I mean?
Right.
It never happened though. He never put him on the ground. He never had O'Malley on the ground. We'll talk more about that later, my man. We'll talk more about that later.
Absolutely. Just multitasking here a little bit, boys. All right. My next co-host, we call him Pops because, well, he's my Pops. He's been involved in the auto racing one way or another for over 50 years. So I know of no other person to speak on the subject as well as he can. So without further ado, please welcome to the Sports Church, Pops.
Evening, everybody.
What's up, man?
I'm missing a lot of hair here, but it got to a point where it was so gray that it really made me feel old. I am old already, but I don't need people to hint that I'm old.
Yeah.
So I'm cleanly shorn.
I gotcha. What's been going on this week? Had the bar last night. Did a good job on that. That was pretty fun. I don't remember half the show, so definitely was a good show. If you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and do that. Either on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, or Twitter.
Yeah, I kind of bounced around from all of them trying to find a way to give messages to you.
I told you. You emailed them to me, right? I found them. Yeah.
Let's see. The Twitter right now is just now coming on. No, so I'm taking it back. Rumble is just now coming up.
Yeah,
it's going through the intro, so it's a couple minutes behind. But it was neat just trying to get messages out because I'm like, I don't know how to do it, but we got her done.
We got her done for sure. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Please share us out. What's the point of having a show called The Bar when you remember it the next day? Because sometimes I make bets and I don't remember them, so that's a problem. But yeah, get on over to Twitter, get on over to Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, search Veteran Revolt Radio for all of them except for Rumble. Yeah, search Vet Revolt Radio there. Don't ask me why. I don't have time to explain it. It's just how somebody set it up, so it is what it is. But get on over to those social media sites, share us out from different places. It helps us out tremendously. We appreciate it. Yeah, I still need a bacchiotomy, so we got that going on. That's awesome. All right, Pook.
What is up?
What is up, man? We had a big UFC night last night.
Yeah,
right?
We had it in Boston. We had it in Boston last night, a big pay-per-view. You had Aljamain Sterling taking on Sugar Sugar Shane, or Sugar Sean rather, Sugar Sean, like we talked about in the intro today.
Yeah.
There was fights worth mentioning besides that fight. I'll get into that. I'll unpack that. Then we'll talk a little bit more about that Aljo Sugar fight. So we had Chris Weidman took on Brad Tavares, and I didn't actually see this fight. I worked till 4 a.m. I caught as many of the fights as I could. I caught a lot of the fights on replay. I caught Wei Li Zhang. I caught the Wei Li Zhang fight. I caught the Ian Gary Neil Magny fight. I caught the main event, of course. But this was a fight I didn't watch. But I did hear, and the reason why I didn't watch it is because I knew what happened in the fight before it happened. A 3-round decision, lopsided, ending with Dana White asking Chris Weidman to retire. So that's what I have to report on that one. Yeah, absolutely. So not a very good showing for Chris Weidman. Unanimous decision loss. Former champion, right? Remember, beat Anderson Silva. You know, Dana White's busted his leg, Anderson Silva's fashion. Remember, it hasn't really been the same since. After these people break their leg like that, where it snaps in half, and it's only happened a few times, where it absolutely snapped, like Connor's accident. They've never been the same. It seems like we'll see with Connor. We'll probably won't see with Connor. You know, I say stuff like that. We'll see with Connor. The guy ain't the same guy. We know he ain't the same guy. Yeah. You know, I thought this was one episode. Here I go. One episode, right? I thought we could have one episode where we didn't have to talk about Connor because there's plenty other stuff to talk about, and I bring that little midget into the conversation myself. No one else did. I did. Okay.
Well, Connor rules the world, right?
He's got according
to him.
He's literally the original Dana White privilege. He is literally. Aljo was calling Sugar Sean the Dana White privilege. The original Dana White privilege, definitely Connor. We know that. Connor gets his way with everything, it seems like, and for good reason. He sells.
Yeah,
he sells fights. He sells fights. So we have Mario Batista taking on Damon Blackshire. The reason why this is interesting, and I didn't get to see this fight, Damon the Monster Blackshire pulled off a twister last week on a fight night, which for if you don't know, a twister is a very high level submission that's only been done a few times. I believe twice in the octagon now. I know the Korean Zombie pulled it off. I don't know if it was invented or made famous by Eddie Bravo, the famous Brazilian BJJ practitioner, Joe Rogan's friend, also conspiracy theorist and a musician. That guy, he made that twister popular. I don't know if he invented it or if, but it's a very high level submission. Damon Blackshire pulled it off last week against his opponent. They put him in the ring again this week. You don't see that very often. You don't see these guys fighting back-to-back weeks. That's kind of weird. He must have been a stand-in. I don't have all the info on that. We had a very interesting fight here. Neil Magny taking the place of he was actually stand-in for Jeff Neal, fighting Ian Gary. Ian Gary, 25-year-old Irishman, put on a clinic. It was an amazing from start to finish 3-round massacre of Neil Magny. Most men wouldn't have lasted 3 rounds taking that kind of punishment. It was incredible. The level of striking that Ian Machado Gary has is incredible. And he's calling out Wonder Boy now. So if you were to ask your average MMA fan, guy on the street that pays attention to the UFC, and you ask them, hey, who's the greatest striker of all time in UFC? You probably get Anderson Silva. You definitely get Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy would be on everyone's top 5. I believe Wonder Boy would literally be on everyone's top 5 and probably a lot of people's number 1. What? No.
Henderson.
Oh yeah, Henderson. Of course, Henderson has some vicious power, man. I don't know if his wrestling is what really made him dangerous, and it made his striking look really good. Because if you're worried about that double leg, you fight different.
Yeah.
You fight different. So, I mean, when you talk about best strikers, Henderson, as far as like knockout power, yeah, but I'm talking about
John Jones.
I was kind of like, yeah, right. Okay. Now we're talking. John Jones, Anderson Silva. Wonder Boy's got to be up there. Wonder Boy's got to be up there.
Top 5.
He's calling out Wonder Boy because he's saying he's the next lion. He's gonna kill. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what he told Joe Rogan. Little Ric Flair action there after the fight. So he's calling out, and they're going to make that happen. For all I know, Dana White whispered in his ear, "Hey, call out Wonder Boy after this. We'll set the fight." You know?
Yeah. Oh,
right? Yeah. For all we know, right? It's a fight that they definitely can make happen, and it's probably going to happen for sure. Okay, that moves us on to Weili Zhang versus Amanda Lemos. I'll tell you what, I watched this fight, and it was bully beatdown from beginning to end, and very Khabib-esque. Not in the sense that that she was pushed up against the cage and had her leg trapped or anything like that, but just a ground and pound beatdown clinic. And even when it was on the feet, Weili Zhang was getting the better of Amanda Lemos. 5th round, there was a knockdown. I honestly thought there was going to be a stoppage. Amanda Lemos recovered, however, and it ended up being a unanimous decision. Definitely no problem with this decision at all. I don't have a problem with any of the decisions I saw last night. Like I said, though, I did not catch all the fights. Caught all the fights with the big names, though, however. Brings us to our main event. We got Aljamain Sterling versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. And Sugar Sean O'Malley walks into that his opening walkout song, "If you are who you say you are, a superstar, well, that you are." That's what he is. He's definitely a superstar. He had one chance here to make it happen, and he did. He seized the moment. He seized the day. Aljamain Sterling, the human backpack. I thought, honestly, even though I bet Sugar Sean knockout because I give the guy a knockout puncher's chance in any fight against anybody, especially in his weight class, I thought that Aljamain would probably win a decision here. I thought that he'd be held down and forced to defend a choke almost the whole fight. They never even got on the ground. Like I said in the intro, it never even happened. The only Aljamain Sterling in the 2nd round had a takedown attempt that got stuffed, and not soon after that, he got counterpunched with the right hand, vicious right hand, and he was floored. Now, a lot of people are saying this was an early stoppage. Now, I know you guys saw the clip. Do you believe it was an early stoppage?
No. Oh, no. I was just queuing it up too. No, not at all. Actually, there was at one point I'm like, damn, are they gonna stop this? Like, I mean, I guess because he was moving a little bit,
yeah, he was
still
moving.
Trying to defend himself, but he wasn't defending himself at all.
It looked like he was recovering a bit, didn't it? But
yeah.
But at the same time, he was getting clocked.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, I think that ref. Honestly, I don't have a problem with the stoppage. If I was the guy in the ring, I might not have stopped it right there, then and there. I might not have stopped it right. Oh, let's watch this. Watch this. This is juicy. You got it.
It's juicy.
It's juicy. It's a juicy one. It's a good one, man.
Go.
But he asked his corner, and they said they thought he wanted at the end of the round. It was very close.
Don't do that. Don't do that, please.
What did he do?
Ready?
Mark Goddard warning Tim Welch for some sort of verbal.
They said he was talking to Aljo. Earlier, leg attack for Aljamain Sterling here.
Stuffs this takedown right here, just like I'm talking about.
We saw Leon Edwards do the same thing against Kamaru Usman. Attack the far wrist, not allowing your opponent to get to a takedown.
Wow, he got out of it. Nicely done.
Good jab by Sterling, but perhaps that shot late in round 1 was to get a feel for what it might be like early round 2. Sterling on it.
How about that?
Yeah, I got to see that again.
Late round 1 was to get a feel for what it might be like early round 2. Sterling on it.
Oh! Melted.
What a pretty right
One more time.
Sterling,
What a pretty right hand.
late in round
That
1
was a tough one.
what it might be like early round 2. Sterling on it.
Good night, son.
I'll teach you to charge me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, It looks like he's recovered a bit. He's eating a lot of leather here. He's eating a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Look at this. He gives up his back here. I mean, I don't have a problem with that stoppage. I really don't. I mean, the fact it was a championship fight. If I was the guy that was reffing it, I might let it go on a little bit longer because this is for real, man. This is you want to go down on your shield. This is real gladiator shit. So
Yeah,
I might have let it go on.
It could be some danger.
Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was at a point where it could be damaged.
It looked like if you let that
getting hit so hard.
Yeah, if you let that fight go on much longer, Pops probably takes on some physical damage.
It'd be like it'd be like the football, man. Everybody is worrying about their head now.
Well, I don't think you got any argument for CTE in this UFC game, especially in this day and age. I mean, you kind of get into this at your own risk. Everybody knows that, you get. I mean, even in the old days, we saw fighters that were punch drunk.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? I mean, before all the CTE talk.
Right.
Chris Benoit Balls, our resident Canadian, leading with your chin isn't a great idea. No. Oh man, Chris, it looked like. I agree, but it looked like it literally looked like Aljamain thought he was going to land that punch, man. And if he landed, and if he was, he was just short of landing that punch. If he would have landed that punch that he was just short of landing, that knockout never would have happened. It was definitely a mistake made by Aljo. Definitely, you can't argue that. I mean, a mistake when it comes to like judging distance, obviously, but I'm not. And another thing, man. I mean, Sterling with the one takedown attempt. And I realized he did really well in that first round, outstriking O'Malley. But that being said, here, that ain't your game. That wouldn't be my game plan. If I'm his coach, I would have wanted O'Malley where he's less dangerous on the ground. On the ground. That's where I would have tried to fight that fight if I was Aljo's team. If I was Aljo's coach, that's where I'd want the fight to be. And a lot of these fighters, man, for some reason, they think they got something to prove. They want to bang with the best on their feet, and that's not smart because you make one mistake against Sugar Sean, and it's over. Obviously, all it takes is one mistake. That's it. You could beat that man 5 rounds, and in the last couple seconds, you make one mistake and you get knocked out. You'll find yourself looking at the lights, laying on your back.
Yep.
So
get melted.
It was beautiful. O'Malley says he's going to be champ till 2035. He says that's going to be the range. So we'll see what happens. He's saying he's going to. He fought Chito Vera. Chito Vera beat him with a knockout. I don't know, maybe a year ago. He's saying that's going to happen now in December. He's going to give Chito Vera a chance at winning the UFC bantamweight title. So that's going to be good. That'll be a good one. I can't guarantee shit. That was what he said to me to say. But the Pooks, regardless of who wins in that fight, I'm guessing it's going to be a KO. When Chito Vera and Sugar face off again, I'm guessing it's going to be a KO. What's coming up next in the UFC? We got interesting fight next weekend. Free fight on ESPN 51. We got Holloway versus the Korean Zombie.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be nice. And it'll be, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I want to hear what Holloway has to say about the Fires, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I want to see what Max has to say about the Fires. I really do. I'm interested. Stay tuned for my final comments because I got some stuff to say about the Fires as well.
I bet you do.
I do. Without getting off the subject of sports, did you see that clip that I sent you on Instagram?
No, I didn't.
It's worth taking a look at, my man. It's worth taking a look at.
Okay.
It's absolutely worth taking a look at.
Will do, for sure. All right. It says Kyle isn't here. and he normally does. I still got to take my dog for a walk, if you will. So hold it down for 5 minutes. I'll be back, and then we'll do the rest of the show. So we still got auto sports coming. I'm sure we're going to talk a little conspiracy theories towards the end because why not?
What's your latest account on injections?
On my injections. Well, I'm stalled, Pops, because that freaking pharmacist won't give me my 9th injection because he said I've already had too many COVID shots. You know, I took the Pfizer and Moderna right away. I took those right away. I took both of those. When I took the Pfizer, I got some free fries. They gave me some delicious fries, right?
Oh wow! All right.
When the Moderna came out, they were doing jabs for joints.
Oh
and
yeah.
I got some marijuana out of the deal.
Hot damn.
Now the rest of my jabs, the rest of all of my booster shots that I've taken, they've all been just because I'm a good citizen and I want to save the planet.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be looking into getting some of this meat that's grown in the lab. You know, I know you've heard.
I heard that. Do you take that with ketchup or mustard?
Yeah. Well, as I know, I'll tell you what. As you know, cows are bad for the environment. They're causing global warming. They got to eliminate all this agriculture. So I'm going to save the planet. I'm going to eat some of this meat out of vats. I can't wait to eat some of this meat out of vats. You know.
I heard the Bidens have a new program where they just have farmhands standing behind the cows, and when they fart, they use their lighter and flame it out, and so that doesn't create all that gas problems.
That's one. I mean, that's definitely something that maybe you can employ some people doing that. You know,
well, I'm thinking he's got a way to get the unemployment down, and that's surely a way to do it. The problem is that people aren't working. I mean, and I mean, how do you entice a person to say I'm a fart fighter? I mean,
so you pretty much just stand behind the cow with the lip mask.
Stand behind the cow, and when it starts to fart, you just flick your lighter.
But sign me up. Put it down.
Well, the problem is it doesn't pay real well.
The cow's ass, the pig's ass, they all ask for you down on the farm.
I think that's as logical as the people that are saying it's man-made completely. So anyway.
I mean, we can't argue with the science.
No.
You can't argue with the science.
Are you in San Diego now? Are you in Phoenix? Where are you at?
No, I could believe it or not. It's a nice, cool day. I'm in Phoenix right now. It's I'm guessing it's probably, and I'm saying cool, but it feels really cool because it's been 120 out here.
Yeah.
It's been 120. It's been 115 like for weeks. The weather finally broke yesterday. It's probably like 90 degrees out right now, man. Yeah. At the warm.
Aren't you supposed to get the hurricane?
Well, I think that's what we're getting. We're getting a little bit of this, but it's not what it was, man.
No,
you know, it's not what it was. We got a little bit. I mean, our hurricane's a little sprinkling, a little thunder. You know, that's our in the cool temperatures. That's our hurricane. You know, we didn't get the trauma. We didn't get the blunt force trauma that the coast gets.
Well, they're saying it's a tropical depression, and it's mostly going to be problems with flooding, and mudslides. So
yeah. Phoenix, I imagine Tucson's probably getting dumped on. When I lived in Tucson, we had a lot of rain. I mean, for the desert, I'm saying. And when we got rain, we had flash floods. We really got dumped on. Yeah. The monsoon season around here in Phoenix seems to be pretty weak. This is my second year in Phoenix. I mean, someone that lived here longer probably might be able to correct me, but we don't get a lot of rain up here. And you can tell just by the foliage and the cactuses. Like, you go down to Tucson, which still is a desert. Those cactuses are monstrous, man.
Yeah.
They are giant. Some of them are as big as sequoias. You know, the cactuses around here are much smaller, and it probably has a lot to do with the level of precipitation that we get.
I remember when they had rainstorms out there, the gully washers were just outrageous. When it rains, it really goes crazy.
No, I really, honestly, I really haven't in 2 years now, Pops, because I've been here. This is my second summer.
Yeah.
I really haven't seen any of that. When I lived down in Tucson, I saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of. I got caught in flash floods, man. You know, they come out of nowhere. You know, next thing you know, you're in 3 feet of water. Seriously, like out of the blue. They just the rain just it feels like it gets dumped on you in buckets out there during monsoon season.
Oh wow! Well, you keep working on your booster shots. Are they just?
I told you. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. The pharmacist is. I got to get a new pharmacist.
Oh yeah.
I don't because this, or maybe I'll have to go because he's like he doesn't want me to get ahead of the vaccine schedule. I'm already like 1.5 shots ahead of the schedule.
Oh, okay.
So I'm already 1.5 shots ahead of the booster schedule. You should be on your 7th booster by now, Pops, by the way. If you're not, you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong. You're wrong, and you're a science denier. Okay, so that's that. But I think this guy, I don't know, he's got some kind of agenda. I think my pharmacist might be a Trump supporter or something.
Oh wow,
I have no
that would be terrible.
Oh my God!
You might do. You know, Fauci's no longer working for the government. You could probably get a hold of him and get them in with somebody that would give you the shots.
Oh man, if I could get a hold of Fauci just to like sit down and have dinner with the guy, buy him some drinks and talk to him, that'd be great. That's the guy's my idol, man. I'd love to sit down. I actually have a little Fauci candle with Fauci going like this.
All right.
Fauci's a science man. I would love to sit down. I'd love to pick Fauci's brain. That'd be great. If me and that guy could get together, oh my God.
Lies. Oh, lies.
We've been talking about sports while you were gone, Minnie, believe me.
Oh, yeah, I bet you were.
We've been talking a lot of sports.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You boys.
Oh, well, we have fun.
There you go. All right, Pops, you ready?
Yeah, if you're ready. There's some slides.
There's slides, too?
Yeah, you should have some slides. It would be 8/20.
Oh, okay.
2023 slide or show.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, all
right.
There we go. Hold on. Oh shit.
And then don't forget you got
videos. Yeah, I got those.
Okay. Now you gotta remember it's not the very tip top of the slide. It's not the tip top of the slide. The email, it's the second set.
Yeah, I got the videos ready. Is it
right.
Working now? Is that this? Yeah, there. Okay. We're good. All right. Okay. Now go.
Yay, there it is. All right. Now, F1 and IndyCar are normally you don't see those together.
Mm-hmm.
But it is together because there's a controversy.
Mm-mm.
And one of your friends is part of the controversy. So you go to the next slide and you'll see what's going on.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
There's your buddy.
He's got such a warm face.
Well, the funny thing, look at him. His size is humongous.
Oh, he's a big boy.
But he used to be a race car driver.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. He never was that thin when he was a race car driver. But anyway.
Yeah.
And this is, he's saying more in this statement than normally you hear him say in a week.
Yeah.
He says, anyone that knows me knows I don't get in the habit of commenting on these things. But because of the way it's going, I am going to comment on this. And the big deal is I grew up with a lot of respect for McLaren and their successes. This new guys, I don't have too much respect for.
Yikes.
And the guy down below is Zach Brown. And Zach is being extremely quiet now. It's unusual because he came out with a statement earlier that said, I'm going to sue his ass.
Oh.
But the statement below, I'm extremely disappointed. That's kind of like saying, okay, well, That's not a big deal. Last year, these same two characters were involved in the Alex Ballou bit, and Chip Ganassi came out on top. And so it's going to be interesting to see how it comes out this time, because Zach Brown apparently has paid Alex Ballou some upfront money to get him set up to do some testing in Formula One.
Oh boy.
But Zach Brown has now hired another new driver for his team. So I'm assuming he has replaced Alex on his F1 team. And he was just going to use Alex in IndyCar. But he's still got 3 drivers under contract. So we're not exactly sure where it's going to end up.
Oh boy. Okay.
But you got two shrewd guys there. It'll be interesting to see how it comes out. It was just neat to see that that we got a great statement out of the chipper. All right, go on to the next time. We're back to the real racers.
Okay.
And this is our buddy from Milwaukee, Sam Mayer.
Yep.
And you've got a couple of videos of
first one or second one? First one, I'm assuming.
First
right?
one.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I gotta stop sharing that for a second. Go here. What happened to Pook?
I don't know. He just disappeared.
Great. Good job, Pook.
No, see, that's the second one, but that's okay.
Ah, damn it.
And when he won it,
That was the first one I clicked on.
That's what I'm saying. That's the top of this. You got to go to the bottom of the email.
Okay. The same video. That's weird. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First video. All right, it's got to be this one.
There should be a first, a second, and a third video.
Yeah, you sent me 2. So I went to the first one.
And it's the same videos twice.
yeah. So hold on a second. I got it. We'll be there. Un momento, por favor.
Right.
There we go. Sam Mayer wins 4th, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Is it up there?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Now, this is the controversial part. They're coming up on a restart.
Oh, they're Watkins Glen.
Oh! He's tagged.
Oops.
Mayer gets into the back of him and around it goes. He'll also collect it in it. They spin around. So far, we stay green. We'll see if they keep going.
And it's Sheldon Creed that will take the lead in turn 2.
Such a great track, too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Side by side for the lead. Creed misses turn 7. And around him goes Mayer. Mayer out in front, and they're spinning behind him as the white flag comes out. He has saved fuel maybe better than anyone at the Glen. Sam Mayer comes out of turn number 7. Does he have enough to get to the checkered flag? Creed is going to finish second. Mayer's going to win at Watkins Glen.
Now, I'm going to be interested to see if they take his car to the research center, because he just ran 38 laps when normally it's 32 is you're running out.
Yeah.
So he just went 6 over running out, and he still had enough fuel to do a burnout. So but anyway, now the guy that got spun out at the beginning.
Yeah.
You remember last year when they had a little fight?
Yeah.
And Sam ended up with a black eye?
Yeah.
That was the guy that was spinning at the very end. So you go to the next slide, the next video. That's Sam in the congratulatory interview.
All right, hold on. I was just trying to call Pook, and apparently, yeah, he not available. So next video, he said.
Yeah.
Okay. Second video. There we go. Is it? Did I got the right one? I think so. All right. I hope.
I think the last part of it is called Big.
I got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, that's the Sam Mayer radio. Yep. All right, we're good.
There you go.
Mayer celebrating with his entire crew. And when he won at Road America, he talked about getting the monkey off his back, how the win should come easier. Although I don't know that this win came very easy. Had to do a lot of fuel saving, had to be very smart as he got very aggressive with some of the contenders out front, Ty Gibbs and Austin Hill. Man, congratulations, Sam. You win in overtime on low fuel. Take us through the restart to start.
Yeah, I mean, that first one, I got used up. Thought I had a good one there, but man, I mean, all glory to God for this one because we had to work our tails off for it. I mean, Marty on top of the box, everyone on pit road, we earned this one for sure. Feels good to have a car as fast as Xfinity 10G, no matter where you go and no matter what the situation is. And I mean, to do it in front of all you Northeasterners feels really, really good. Thank you, guys.
We heard on the radio your frustration with Ty Gibbs, and then we saw you give it to him on that restart. That fair or foul, in your opinion?
Yeah, I will hopped it. That's unfortunate. I feel bad for doing that, obviously. You don't want to take out a Gibbs car like that or any car like that.
Here it is.
Just trying to
I
get...
watched the car jump to the side. See it?
Catching up to do. And,
that was when it wheel hopped.
I was in there. I put my nose in there. And I mean, that's part of
it. Look, he doesn't get him very hard. Look at this. That's
so
it.
You're just calling that
that's all you need, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's an accident. But
very, very loose going in anyway.
Everyone can agree that it's okay for an Xfinity Series regular to win this race.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that was his big deal. You know, a regular in the Xfinity Series actually wins the race instead of Gibbs, who came down from Cup. So anyway, go to the next slide. And we got set up the next video. So anyway, the Sunoco Go rewards at the Glen, and that's supposed to be Go Bowling. But anyway, that's another whole story. Sam Mayer comes in. Sheldon Creed was second. Parker Klingerman, third. Ross Chastain. Connor Mozak, I don't know where he came from. John Nemechek, Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, Alex Bowman, and Jeb Burton. And that is the rundown of the top 10 from the Sunoco Go Rewards 200 at the Glen. The Cup race was interesting to say the least, and you can go to the next slide.
Poop. Oh, yep. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get Poop.
No problem.
There we go. Going bowling at the Glen.
Yeah. And this was won by William Byron. Denny Hamlin was very strong in this race and led quite a bit, but Byron was able to get past him and pit stops and outdid him there. So again, it was Byron, Hamlin, Christopher Bell, AJ Allmendinger. Again, AJ, one of these times he's just going to be a big winner. He is so good and he's always around front. But anyway, there's Ty Gibbs again. He finished 17th in the Xfinity race. So he went from being the leader going into turn one to being 17th coming out of turn one. Truex was Ed Busher, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, and Joey Logano. The next slide shows what it's looking like for the championship. They got one more race to decide who the top 16 are. Now, this is crazy slide because this is called playoff standings, but it's not really playoff standings because you see Michael McDowell is down there in red. He's in 17th place.
Yeah.
But he's got to win.
Yeah. Okay.
So he gets automatically moved up, even though he's got fewer points. He gets moved up in front of Ty Gibbs. And whoever wins next week could move up again. So the guys with 0 wins and low, such as Bubba Wallace and Ty Gibbs, they're very vulnerable next week. But anyway, there's what your playoffs. I mean, it's obviously going to be Truex, Hamlin, William Byron, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson again, Keselowski. Now look at that. Keselowski is in 6th place, but he's got 0 wins. And that, I mean, he has been racing his way to get in because he gets all those points for winning the different segments of the races. And so he's done a good job there. He just hasn't been able to win. It's going to be an interesting championship, to say the least. Kevin Harvick, 0 wins, but he's got enough points. He's going to be in there above a lot of these guys. So it's wild to see Kevin Harvick with 0 wins for a season. And especially this is his last season. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know what Kevin's going to do. He would be an excellent team manager.
Yeah.
Or team owner.
Yeah.
I mean, he and Tony Stewart ought to get together and figure out what they want to do. Tony's getting away from NASCAR because he's pissed at him and going racing. I mean, he won his he's got a trophy already. So now this is wild too. He won a race between one of his drivers. They came for the championship against their own team. And amazingly, and this is ironic, the other guy broke down. So I don't know if they did something weird or whatever. I mean, they could put just not enough fuel in the car and Tony wins. So, but it's just neat to see Tony finding something else that's interesting, because he was extremely upset at NASCAR because of the way they were doing some things, especially with their yellows and administration of the fines. But anyway, that pretty much wraps up what motorsports is today.
Okay. Yep. No more videos. No more. That's
there's one more video. I think there's a video. The third video was the interview with William Byron. See if it's there.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I actually had it queued up. What's up, Pook? Nice hat, though.
Man, I'll tell you what, 97 might be cool for me, but it's not cool for my equipment. That's for sure.
Yeah, overheated again?
It's a dry heat. Yeah, it's a dry heat. But
it's a dry heat. All right, here we go. Byron.
You put your head in an oven, that's dry heat, and it's still hot.
Motorsports knows how to get it done at Watkins Glen. First career road course win for William Byron. Rudy Fugle told you earlier this week, treat these last 2 regular season races, William, like they're preseason NFL games. That looked like a postseason warning shot more than anything else. Maybe the most dominant win of your career, William?
Yeah, I'd have to think about it a little bit, but definitely feels really good, man. It's, just a huge credit to the race team behind me. And I want to thank Max Pappas. This first road course win, we've worked years and years for this. So just thanks to him. I know he's watching back home. And thanks to all the guys on the team, Valvoline, Liberty, Exalta. I did a lot of laps on iRacing this week. I got a new simulator at home, so thanks to those guys, and just thanks to everyone back home for the guys who support me. And yeah, it's a great win. I don't know what it means and all that. I don't read into that, but I think it shows that when we're at our best, we can perform like this.
Getting it done in front of the Watkins Glen fans. I don't think anybody's going to cry poor with your 5th win of the year, William. But how needed was this for the 24 team after the summer slide?
Yeah, we just
Go! Woo! Pit crew coming in.
Nice.
How needed was this, William?
Yeah, it's we seem to go through that summer slump in July and August, and for some reason we just can't quite put the races together. I think it's the racetracks itself, and just came this weekend with a good mindset. Focusing on trying to get ready for the postseason, and we've had fast cars. We just haven't executed races, but today it was flawless, and just Rudy, everybody, all the spotters. So just thanks everybody. This is a cool win. Like I said, road courses have been tough, so it's fun to get a win.
It's Rudy's hometown race. He's from Livonia, nearby here. So how about his call to get you that track position, running 1 lap further on that first run than everybody else?
Yeah, it's just really good strategy by those guys. Brandon McSwain on the box. So those 2 guys work really well together. Ryan Kelly back at the shop. It was kind of like the old F1 style, stay out, get clean air, get a good lap in, and we pitted there and got the lead, and it was kind of ours from there. So just really proud of the team. Yeah, really awesome to get a road course win.
William Byron, Rudy Fugel stocking up those.
That was wild because he stayed out one lap longer than the regular race leaders. He was in like 5th place. And when those guys went in the pit, he just ran like a madman. And that next lap came in, fueled up, and beat them all out of the pits. So that was neat to see. Oh, did you hear him talk about Mad Max Pappas?
No.
That's who is his tutor for road racing. So can you imagine working with Mad Max? That would be fun.
Hell yeah. Oop. There we go. All right. Nicely done. Anything else? Anything to look forward to here?
Nope. You got Daytona coming up. The last race before they go into the field of 8 or field of 16. But it's really coming down to those 4 guys at the very bottom. We're going to see who's going to make it.
Mm-hmm. All right. To baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wonderful. My Reds are in 3rd. How in the hell is that happening?
What I've been telling you all year, they have 0 starting pitching. I mean, they got 2 guys coming back, but in Hunter Green and Ludlow, but it's going to be too little too late. But, the Reds do have a tremendous chance of being a force in the next 3-4 years, 5 years minimum, but they got to get that pitching together. So what do you got? What's on your mind, Pook?
Oh, nothing. I just was looking at my hat.
He's playing with his hat.
I was admiring it, and I was just showing it. I like the way it glistened in the light.
I don't know how well you guys could read this, but let's start with the standings, if you will, to the American League East. The Baltimore Orioles are on top, 77-47. They got a plus 79 run differential. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They got a 98.6% chance of making the playoffs.
Wow.
Actually, here's a funny thing. Nobody, I don't think, except maybe the Oakland Athletics, I don't know if anybody's actually been mathematically eliminated yet, which is kind of crazy. But the Tampa Bay Rays, we all know how they started out, right? I mean, 17 games in a row. Problem with them is I can't remember his name. That's why I need Kyle. I need the doc. I need the double doc. They just lost one of their starting pitchers again, and they're hurting. Will they make the playoffs? Yeah, probably. They're firmly in control of that second wild card spot. So, they'll make it, but man, they're beat up, especially starting pitching wise, and that bullpen's going to be worn out. So we'll see what happens, Rays fans, all 5 of you who show up to the games. But I don't know, it's not looking good. But 97% chance to make the playoffs. They got a plus 161 run differential, 6-4 in their last 10. They are only 3 games behind the Orioles. The Orioles been in the driver's seat for 2/3 of the season now. So despite Tampa's amazing start and their Moneyball attitude, I don't know. We'll see. Toronto Blue Jays get done with a series with the
how many games are left in the season?
We're just under a quarter.
Yeah.
Just under a quarter. You basically got it basically about a quarter of the season left. Just a little bit under, if you will. Toronto Blue Jays 69-56, 8.5 games back, plus 62 run differential, or 5-5 in their last 10. 64.1% chance to make the playoffs. The Boston Red Sox, fresh off a sweep of the New York Yankees. Great game today. If you didn't catch it, go to MLB.com, or if you have an account or something like that, watch the condensed version of it. It's awesome. Justin Turner. How many times do you see this in baseball? Let me ask you guys a question. When somebody gets intentionally walked in front of you, what is the most common phrase said to the guy walking up to the plate after somebody just intentionally walked a guy in front of you? What do you think everybody on the bench is screaming at him? Make him pay, right?
Yeah.
Make him pay. Disrespecting me. You're disrespecting me. You just walked guy in front of me to pitch to me. So Justin
I
Turner,
I think I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Justin Turner on 1 foot hit a 3-run dinger to go ahead. And then just an inning or so later, Yankees hit a 3-run dinger. The Red Sox still prevailed though, and swept the Yankees. The season series not looking good for the Yanks. Probably, I don't know about you boys, but probably one of the most disappointing seasons so far, and a wake-up call to all those obnoxious Bronx Bomber fans. The Yankees suck.
Who's the head of the organization now?
Hal Steinbrenner, George's
right.
son, the boss's son.
All right.
Yeah. A lot of calls. Actually, it was funny Saturday night. I don't have the clip. I wish I did. I wish I would have thought of it to put it up there. But Red Sox hit a home run. I think Rafael Devers hit a home run last night, and the Yankee fans were fucking clapping and cheering and started to chant "Fire Cashman," who Brian Cashman is the GM of the New York Yankees. Yeah. Which, somebody's gonna have to fall on that sword because it's the Yankees. I don't think it's right. It's Brian Cashman because homeboy's the longest tenured GM in baseball right now. Yeah. Couple World Series under his belt. I don't think it's him, but a fun, interesting fact or tidbit about the Yankees: a minor league player who used to be with the organization came out on Twitter and then did an interview on a podcast talking about they're all messed up. The whole organization is messed up. Player development is messed up. They're concentrating on the wrong things. They're concentrating on like they play this game where it's pitchers versus hitters, and a pitcher strikes you out, it's a point. If he gets you out on the ground, it's a point. But if you hit the ball over 95 miles an hour, you get a point. Well, 95 mile an hour or 96 mile an hour two hopper to shortstop doesn't really teach you anything, does it?
No.
So except how to get out really fast. So there's up.
It means you don't have to run to first because you're already out.
Yeah, you could trot, right? Pretty much. So Yankee fans, sorry, you're gonna have to get used to the fact that you suck, and you're gonna suck for a couple of years. You might be able to plug some holes next year, but it's basically just Aaron Judge and everybody else. Everybody on that team is terrible. And
how does this truly make you feel, Mini? Like in your heart? How does this truly
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
I honestly, here's where I don't think you are. Okay.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You pretend to hate the Yankees so much that you actually love them. And when they're doing poorly, there's no fuel to your flames. There's nothing there.
Well,
so.
Lies. All lies.
Not love.
He has a love-hate relationship with the Yankees, and
I love to hate them. I love to hate them.
To hate them. It's love in his heart, and the hate coming out of his mouth. He knows all about the Yankees. You literally know all. You probably know more about the Yankees than you do the Cubs.
No, that's a
no.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I forgot to do this, guys. I forgot to do this. I got this T-shirt the other day. So hold on, give me a second. I gotta cue something up here so you guys can see me do this. There we go. So hold on a second here.
Ripology. All right.
Oh shit. What does your say?
So
you gotta get your beard out of the way. There you go.
Baseball is the best. If you notice, right down the middle there, ALS.
Yeah.
So that's for my girl Sarah. And you want to follow her on an X, formerly known as Twitter. She was a longtime researcher and part of Baseball Tonight and the ESPN crew over there. You can follow her on Twitter. now known as X at S Langs on Sports. She not too long ago was diagnosed with ALS.
Oh, that's
and one of her,
which is what is that known as? Is that Lou Gehrig's
disease? Lou Gehrig's disease.
Lou Gehrig's
disease, right?
It's baseball's disease.
Yeah, this always comes back to Yankees no matter what.
Oh God, would you stop already? But yeah, so you can go pick this up. Just Google baseball is the best, and it's gonna come up. It's like a $30 t-shirt. All the profits go towards ALS research, which is a killer, and it's gonna take one of my favorite baseball people ever out. There's no way to escape it. It's 100% killer. So, if you got the money and you got the ability, please go out there and search baseball is best and purchase a shirt and help fund research for ALS, which is, unfortunately what it is, baseball's disease. And I love the shirt. I'm happy. We're going to have some, we're going to do a little bit of a stage family photo to send to Sarah with Edie and some Reds gear and some Cubs gear, and send it off to her to brighten up her day.
Edie makes some of the best pictures. She's got the most beautiful smile.
Yeah,
she is a riot.
She's evil. She's evil. She's evil. She's got dad wrapped around her fingers already, boys. Already got her. I mean, it's bad. It's gonna be so bad. And she's a lunatic. She's a lunatic, and she loves baseball. She loves baseball, so it's awesome. Yeah.
Real quick.
Sure.
Hate to interrupt you, but real quick, this is important.
Okay.
What's the name of the lady afflicted with the ALS?
Her name is Sarah Langs. All right,
Sarah, if you're listening right now, I would really like you to look into Riluzole if you haven't. Riluzole. I'm big on peptides. Peptides work, and this is a peptide therapy for ALS. So, real quick. All right.
Awesome. I would love to have her on at some point, but I don't know if that's going to happen because, well, she's got a lot of demands, and she's also dealing with that. She did do a podcast this week, and I sent her a message saying, "You're still crushing it, girl. Keep going." That's all I could think to say. But she is, so good for her. I love her. She's doing what she needs to do to move on. The AL Central, the Minnesota Twins are atop a division that actually somebody finally wants to win, and it's the Twins. Despite their best efforts, they're in first place, 5 games above 500.
I don't know how that happens because I swear everybody in Minnesota, particularly around the capital city, they're freaking nuts.
Yeah, well, this is true, but their baseball team's doing okay, I guess. They're going to do what the Twins do, which is make the playoffs every year and get bounced in the first fucking round. Unfortunately, you got your best player DHing. It's just a mess up there, but so is the rest of the American League Central. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you. I'm going to do it again. Damn.
God bless you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
He needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, this is true. I got a girl who's trending in the red strawberry blonde territory, so I'm pretty screwed. That's just proof that God exists right there. Oh, you want a girl? Sure. We're gonna make her beautiful and a ginger. Thanks. Anyways, second place, the Cleveland Guardians, 7 games below 500. Jesus. I mean, the AL Central is the worst Central, period. They're terrible. God, they're terrible. They're 6 games back.
You would think that God would have looked well on them now that they changed their name.
Yeah, I think he's still pissed about changing the name.
Oh, you think that's okay?
Yeah, I think the baseball gods are, it's a fucking sad state of affairs when the Detroit Tigers are in 3rd place in the AL Central, and they are literally 10 games below 500.
Yeah.
minus 98 run differential. They do have a 1.2% chance to make the playoffs, if you're interested. The Chicago White Sox, who fire-sailed everybody but the one guy who wanted him to, Tim Anderson, so I can start liking the guy again. After he got melted, the fucking White Sox just kept sucking. I sent a message to the Nugget Chief. You should find him on Twitter, a.k.a. X. He's part of the Baseball is Dead crew. And I said, hey, all the White Sox need to do to turn around the season is beat up a first base coach. Which, if you don't remember, they did a few years ago. A couple of fans jumped onto the field and assaulted a first base coach of the Kansas City Royals.
Yep. Well, you can't talk back to the fans, you know?
Yeah, those Southsiders, man, they're a classy bunch.
Man, that was almost 20 years ago, Minnie.
So? They still fucking
you're bringing up some old shit right now.
They're still one of the only fucking MLB fields with a fucking jail built into it.
Yeah,
it wasn't an afterthought. They fucking designed the bitch because they knew that these Southsiders are a bunch of meth head, fucking lunatic, drunk, white trash pieces of shit. So,
wow, man.
Oh, I hate the White Sox, and I hate their fans even more.
Wow.
Kansas City Royals breaking it up at the bottom, 40-86, a minus 166 run differential, which, believe it or not, you could double it, just about double it, and it's still not the worst run differential. They have a south of 0.1% chance to make the playoffs. To the AL West, this is getting a little tight. It's getting a little interesting, man. The Texas Rangers have been out there almost from the get-go, man. They're 72-52. They got a plus 185 run differential. Those boys can score. 83.7% chance to make the playoffs. I don't know why it's 83. I guess because the Astros are right behind them. The cheaters from Texas. I'm never going to let it go. I'm sorry. I'm never going to let it go. Fuck them. They knew every pitch Clayton Kershaw was throwing in 2018, and that's why Clayton Kershaw looked like shit. So fuck the Houston Astros. Fuck their players, and fuck anybody remotely connected to the organization. You institutionally cheated at baseball. I'm not talking about stealing signs in the middle of the game. I'm not talking about, any of that. You institutionally, from the fucking GM to the manager to the players, instituted cheating. So
I still don't understand why all you baseball purists have a problem with this. I mean,
it was the only problem I had with the Pook. It was institutional, meaning from top to bottom. I'm not talking about
they're all on board. They're all on board. They love the Astros, and that's part of baseball. Like cheating is part of baseball. Like
cheating is part of everything.
I don't know if it is, man. Some sports
it is, but see, there used to be a deal where you got a reward for getting on the second base because then you can steal the signs.
Yeah,
all right. That was your reward for getting on the second base.
Yeah.
But they were doing it without having a guy on second base. They were just stealing it from the outfield.
I can't argue with that, Pops, but I want to address what Minnie just said. Cheating is part of every sport. Okay, certain sports, right?
Yeah.
Cheating isn't accepted. And I'll give you one of them, MMA. You can't be eye gouging people intentionally and shit like that. That shit don't fly with anybody. That's not cool. But here in baseball, it's understood. You're going to try to take every event. My Little League coach told me if you're not cheating, you're not trying. How many times have you heard that? I don't know shit about baseball, but I know that if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And here it was. Everyone was all aboard on this, and they're all trying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the baseball way. That's literally like the baseball way.
Yeah, but what upsets me too the most about it is that none of the players involved in it ever came out and said, "Sorry."
Yeah,
because they still had to hit the ball.
How did they end up knowing this?
I don't know. I think it was a combined effort between the scouting department, the manager, the GM, and the players involved, and they just came up with a system. It was the trash can is the most most known one.
The trash can was pretty obvious.
Where they would hit a certain amount of beats on the trash can for pitch type and then location. So I mean, look, you still got to hit the ball.
Guys get caught anyway? Was it some guys on 4chan that caught him?
Nah, probably. I don't remember actually how they got pinched, but I think what it was is that they saw somebody like Clayton Kershaw getting just absolutely drilled, throwing really good pitches, and then people started looking at it and then started asking questions, and then somebody ratted, and then it just fucking snowballed.
I don't get when people feel sorry for pitchers. Fuck them.
Oh,
you know
man.
I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
No, seriously though. Seriously, man. Like you guys, man.
Anyways,
I'm so worried about being showed up and everything. I can't stand pitchers. They make me sick to my stomach.
That's my best friend right there.
I love it. Whenever I see a pitcher eat shit, it's like my favorite thing. It's one of my favorite things.
He's also a professional troll, if you didn't pick it up by now. No, but the Houston Astros hanging in there, man. Starting to get healthy. Got Altuve back. He's actually not being day-to-day every day. He's playing in there. Framer Valdez threw a no-hitter. They're coming. They're going to be there. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're only 2.5 games back, so the AL West is very tight. They got a plus 80 run differential. They have lost 3 games in a row, but they still got 80% chance to win the playoffs. The Seattle Mariners have been getting hot. One of the preseason darlings, one of the favorites, had a really shitty first half. They've come on fairly strong, though. They're only 3 games back, half game back from the Astros. Got a plus 72 run differential. They've won 6 in a row. They're 7-3 in the last 10, and they've got damn near a 60% chance to win. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, who were buyers of the trade deadline to show everybody, including Shohei Ohtani, they were serious. It is fucking absolutely fucking backfired. They are fucking shit. 61-64, minus 34 run differential, 4-6 in the last 10, and a 0.4% chance to make the playoffs. So everybody's gonna now. Nobody cares. The Angels are gonna make the playoffs. Everybody's concerned now is where's Shohei gonna go, which is gonna be the most nauseating, over-talked, beaten to a dead horse topic in the baseball offseason. Where's Shohei going to go?
Why do you feel it's going to be ever? I mean,
because that's all anybody's going to talk about, because he's perhaps arguably one of the greatest baseball players.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Why shouldn't they talk about him?
Oh, they're going to, but they're just going to beat it to death. I mean, it's just going to be all off season, before the winter meetings, after the winter meetings. It's going to be Shohei. Nobody else is going to matter. Nobody else in baseball is going to matter but Shohei Ohtani. And there's a lot of guys coming up for free agency that are big players. Not going to hear a fuck all about them, because it's all going to be about Shohei. And I love Shohei. Shohei's a fucking freak. He's a beast.
I mean, a pitcher that can hit is just outrageous.
Oh, not even can hit. The motherfucker.
And that they want to use him as a designated hitter just blows me away. So.
Well, MLB changed the rule book for this guy. They literally did. So it's insane. And he's amazing. Who throws 98, then throws the 85-mile-an-hour curveball, and then it gets you out, and then he comes with the bat and he hits a dinger. Yeah. He's in the race for home run leader. I mean, him and Matt Olson are going at it toe to toe every day, every day, every other day. They trade spaces. It's amazing. To round out the AL West. The Oakland Athletics. Oh man. A team I grew up loving when I was a kid.
Are they still looking for a home now, or what the hell's going on?
No, they got property in Vegas. They got the property locked in Vegas, so they're going to move in there in the next year or two. It's not going to do a damn thing.
I mean, getting out of Oakland is a real smart move.
Yeah,
Oakland is such a bizarre community.
Yeah, but it's not going to change anything, because the owner is still an asshole and an idiot. So
yeah, but it's a newer asshole and idiot than the old asshole and idiot.
I'll give you that. But my boy, even though he doesn't know it, Dallas Braden, who threw the 19th perfect game in MLB history, and is a broadcaster for the Oakland Athletics. Pretty much the only reason I watch the Oakland Athletics, I'm looking for a game at night, late. It's a West Coast game, and if the A's are playing, I'm watching, because I love Dallas Braden. He's hilarious. We're beard boys. We're shoulder boys. Oh, even though it was his left, but my right, same surgery. They are 34-90. Fuck. 38 games back I think they got a chance. Anybody want to guess their run differential?
Minus 303.
There you go. Good job. That is just fucking embarrassing. They're 2-8 in their last 10, and they have a less than 0.1% chance to make the playoffs.
That just cracks me up.
Yeah. God.
0.1.
Yeah. To the National League. And the NL East, the Atlanta Braves are still just killing it, breaking records, more home runs than any other team in MLB history.
Are they going to make it to 110?
You know what? No, I don't think they are.
They're definitely going to make it to 100.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're going to get they're going to be like 105 or something like that, or 108. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do 110. But it could be close. There's 80 and 43 right now. They have a plus 212 run differential. They're 8-2 in their last 10, and they got a 99.9% chance to make the playoffs. The Philadelphia Phillies, hanging in there, trying to get a wild card spot. I think right now they're number one.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, and who knows what the Phils could do. I just hope they don't go to the World Series again and fucking lose to Houston, because that's fucking embarrassing. But they're 67-56 plus 45 run differential, 5-5 in the last 10, 86.1% chance to make the playoffs. The Miami Marlins still above 500, still hanging in there. Man, that team, you know what? You don't hear a lot about them. You don't see a lot about them, but I'm telling you, a bat or two in San Diego.
You think about what, 5 years ago, they just came off winning the World Series, and then they were lucky to win a game, period.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but I think they're like a one pitcher away in Sandy Alcantara getting the shit together, and they're a nasty team for sure. They're only 17 games back from the Braves. They're 5-5 in the last 10, 36.4% chance to win.
The National League East is like, oh my God, what am I playing against?
Yeah,
the Braves are doing such awesome work.
Yeah, it's the Braves and everybody else in the National League still. Although we'll get to another team that can argue with that. The New York Mets. How's it going, Combs? Combs, your team sucks. She sent me a message. She messed up. She sent me a message. She goes, "How about those Cubs?" After we lost the series to the Mets, and then I noticed it on the day that the Braves played the Mets. And the Braves beat the Mets 21-3. I'm like, yeah, how about those Mets, huh? Yeah. The Cubs are 22-12 after the All-Star break. How are your Mets doing? Oh, that's right. They fire-sailed and they suck. So move on. Washington Nationals 56-68. They're minus 91 run differential, and they have a less than 0.1% chance of making the playoffs.
Are they trying to get them back into Montreal?
I don't know.
That was a league move, though, wasn't it? The move to Washington.
Yeah. Yep. And the league had to pay off multiple teams because they're throwing another franchise into the Northeast. So
yeah.
To the NL Central, my hometown, official hometown, not my adopted hometown, but my official hometown.
What's your adopted hometown? Columbus?
No, Chicago.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. What's the first three numbers of my phone number? Pook, do you remember?
Man, I don't know. You got
708.
You got like a Chicago area code. You're proud of it or something, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. That's
the
just
Brewers,
nonsense, bro.
The Brewers, 68-57. They have won 3 in a row, 7-3 in their last 10. They got 88.4% chance to make the playoffs. The Chicago Cubs, woo, fighting for that third wild card spot. They're 64-59. They got a plus 65 run differential, a 6-4 in the last 10. They got a 55.6% chance to make the playoffs, which I think they're gonna do. I'm trying to think which one do I want to play. I just want to show you guys something, and you tell me when it was. I'm going to stop this real quick, and I'm going to share this video for you. This is cool. This is what one of the reasons that baseball is great. One of the reasons I just love the sport so much. It's just drama, hanging on a pitch, literally hanging on a pitch. So here we go. The other day, and this is important to me, people.
Is this the White Sox?
Yes, this is against the White Sox, and this was the game that whoever won it took the series. Now, when you grow up a Cubs fan, the only thing that mattered for a long time because we sucked so bad was beating the White Sox. That was it. That's all you cared about. And here we are on the fringe. We're down 3-1. It's the bottom of the ninth. There's 2 men on, a 1-2 count. Christopher Morel, who was 3 for 38 before this pitch. 3 for fucking 38. All right. This guy's hot streaks and cold streaks are legendary. Legendary. In his first 12 games, you know how many home runs he hit? Yes. 9.
No, really?
In his first 12 MLB games, he hit 9 home runs. Fucking guy is either hot or cold. He's literally me with talent. Like, he's so bipolar. It's insane. This is a cool call. I hope you guys enjoy this because I fucking certainly did. So set the scene again. 2 runners on. Sox are up 3-1. It's the bottom of the ninth. 1-2 count. And this guy on the mound the night before had shut down. He had pitched 1 2/3 innings and just fucking blasted the Cubs. He's got a splitter. Where's my fucking baseball? He's got a splitter that is just fucking devastating. But it wasn't on this pitch.
And the 1-2. Swinging a drive toward right center. Back goes Robert. Back near the stands. That ball is gone. A game-winning home run for Chris Morel. Can you believe it? Listen to this crowd.
There goes the shirt, the hat that's got all the boys at home plate waiting there. Look at that crowd, baby. This is in fucking August, people. In August. That looks like a World Series video.
Morel with an
and there goes the shirt.
3-run bomb. Game winner.
That's not Harry, is it?
No, that was Pat Hughes, man. Pat Hughes,
right.
who just got inducted. You guys don't remember? A few weeks ago, he got inducted in the Hall of Fame. He's a winner of the Arthur Frick Award. Yeah. One of my Pat Hughes. I love Pat Hughes, but yeah, that was just unbelievable. I don't know which one's better. There was that one. Let's see if I can find the other one. Which one, you guys? It doesn't matter. It was a great night. I loved it. The Cubs are 22-12 since the All-Star break. So
yeah, that's outrageous what they've done since the All-Star break.
a hot team, and they're in there right now for the third wild card spot. They're fighting with the Giants. They're fighting with the Phils and the Marlins. We lost Marcus Stroman. That's a huge thing. I knew that dude was hurt. If you go back about 4 Sports Church episodes, I said something's going on with this guy. I think he's hurt because all of a sudden he went from being lights out to fucking just getting lit up like a Christmas tree in Central Park. And yeah, he had a hip injury. Got over that, and then turned out. And here's the thing that I don't get. Maybe you guys should shed some light on this. And Pook, because you're a fight expert, he turned up with a torn cartilage on his rib.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
I imagine, you got.
That's an impact injury. That's an impact injury. Like, that's not a throwing injury. Like,
for sure.
I've never heard, like, only thing I can think of possibly is he had an oblique there because, again, the hip was hurting him. So he started compensating, which pitchers do because they're the dumbest players on the field. I love them, but they're dumb. They're the dumbest players on the field. And so he compensated because of the hip. Then he did an oblique. Didn't tell anybody. Again, dumbest players on the fucking field most of the time. Not all of them, but most of the time. And then that oblique, he pushed it and it tore that cartilage and broke his rib. Like, he has a crack in his rib.
I get it. I get it. Normally, it happens from some kind of impact here.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm thinking. When he was hitting, he may have done it.
No, he doesn't. They don't hit anymore.
Oh, that's right. They don't.
Yeah. So what the fuck? I don't. And the Cubs are being super tight-lipped about it. And to me, there's something shady. Like his old lady hit him with a baseball bat or something. Like,
yeah.
Because how do you get I just don't see it. Like all the baseball injuries I've had, and I've done the oblique thing. Oh, it's fucking horrible. You sneeze, you take a shit, it hurts. But I don't know. We'll see. But Kyle Hendricks is back. He stepped up, had a good game today against the Royals. 6.1 innings pitched, gave up one earned run. So I don't know. We'll see. If Justin Steele steps up a little bit more, he's been a great find and a great pitcher for the Cubs this year. Possibly Drew Smyly comes back in. Assad pitched a great game the other day. Gave up. I think he's over the last 4 starts, he's had like a 1.8 ERA, and they just plucked this guy out of the farm system. Like, we need somebody to pitch, and the guys come up to major leagues and been just amazing. So we'll see. Moving on though, not to make it a whole.
Now let me ask you before you move on. Don't mean to interrupt, but before you move on, right?
Yeah.
Before the season started, I don't really remember any of our predictions, but you probably would have never dreamed the Cubs would be in this position right now.
No, absolutely not. No, I picked them to be third. I picked them to finish third. Yeah, I thought they'd be just slightly above 500.
You did that because you're a Cubs fan. If you weren't a Cubs fan, you probably would have had them finishing 6th or 5th.
It's possible. Yeah, you know what? It's a good point because I don't think anybody saw the Cardinals being this bad. I mean, I can't remember the last time the Cardinals were this bad.
Or Pittsburgh doing what they did.
Well, yeah. Leading the division for like 2 months and then absolutely imploding afterwards. Yeah. So yeah, nobody saw that. I thought third in the division was a safe bet. I know there's the Cubs got a ways to go, and I'll talk a little bit about that as if I remember to about the farm systems. But the Cubs farm system is looking pretty tight, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I picked third, and now unfortunately, Pook, it really sucks. Is now I'm hungry for playoffs. Like I want to see the magic happen. Like this feels to me like 2014, 2015 Cubs. Like holy shit, there's something here.
It's too bad we're past the trade deadline.
Well, the Cubs did buy at the trade deadline. They did buy. They added Candelario, who's a corner infielder. Guy's hitting 425 since he's joined the Cubs. So win there.
Man, how about the moves they made in 2003, man? I mean, seriously. I mean, I know it didn't work out, but like the trade moves right before.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot. They picked up Randall Simon.
They got Nomar right when he was still Nomar.
Yeah.
He was still there's still some Nomar left in Nomar when they got him. They got Kenny Lofton. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was impressive. But I'd love to see the Cubs make a run at it. All you got to do in modern day sports, man, all you have to do. Now, I admittedly don't know shit about baseball, and I am a Cubs fan. That being said, though, all you have to do in modern day sports, and Eli Manning, I think, has proven it to everybody with the playoff systems that they have in all the sports, right? All you have to do is get hot. That's all you got to do, get hot at the right time.
Yep.
That's it. You can have the shittiest record. You can have the worst team. But guess what? If you get hot at the right time, and catch lightning in a bottle, baby boy.
Yeah, you can for sure. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get disappointed, but
you know what? At least we got a chance to get disappointed.
Yes, exactly. Test show that Marcus Sherman has a right rib cartilage fracture. There's no timeline for his turn. Yeah, he's not coming back this year. Unfortunate, and it really hurts my fantasy baseball team too. But we'll see. You know, look again, 6-4 in the last 10. They have 55.6% chance to win. The Reds, the Cincinnati Reds, only a game back from that third wild card playoff spot. They're 64-61, 4 games back, minus 27 run differential, 4-6 in the last 10. They got 23.9% chance to make it. The Pirates and the Cardinals, the Pirates are ahead by half a game, but man, how far has the mighty fallen? The St. Louis Cardinals with your shitty fucking downtown and your boring ass fucking stadium and your shitty arch. Oh, I feel so bad for you.
Plus the ownership doesn't have any money now that Bud Light has gone to shit.
Yeah, yeah. To the NL West. Wow. This was actually pretty contested for a while, for the first 2-3 months of the season. But now it's
not
over.
anymore.
Not anymore. The Dodgers are just murdering people. It's just they were buyers at the deadline, and they have just taken the fuck off. I think they have the second highest run differential at plus 143. They're 76-47, 9-1 in the last 10. They're just rolling everybody. And you know what started it? Playing the San Diego Padres. That's what started it. They swept the Padres and haven't looked back since. San Francisco Giants, though, are hanging in there, which is crazy. This is crazy. The Giants are 11.5 games back from the division lead. And sitting probably, they're fighting with the Cubs and the Reds for that second and third playoff spot. It's crazy. Name one guy on the fucking Giants. Nobody can. I know one, Tom Pham, who's a piece of shit from Stockton, California. He can go fuck himself, but because he slapped my boy Jock Peterson. But just because you're from somewhere this rough doesn't give you right or doesn't give you the right to act like a fucking thug, and you definitely shouldn't do it if you're a Major League Baseball player. But Tommy Pham's a thug, and if he has a problem with it, he can come find me. It's fine. I have zero problem with that. Bullets don't bounce off the man. The Arizona Diamondbacks, 64-61. They're 13 games back, 7-3 in the last 10. Man, this is a team that could be serious in a couple of years, and they tried. Man, give it credit. They were up there all year. Been fading fast though, and the biggest disappointment in Major League Baseball this year, by far, even more than the Mariners, even more than the Yankees, even more than the Boston Red Sox, the San Diego Padres, 59-66. They do have plus 57 run differential, but they're rubbish. And the amount of money that is in that payroll, man, I don't know what to tell you, Padre fans, but they fucking suck.
Well, I'm a Padre fan, even though I grew
Me
up
too.
a Cubs fan.
I always root for him. I root for him, but
I'm kind of disappointed.
Bad.
I wish they would have paid. I wish they would have paid this much attention to payroll back in the day when I was a real fan. When I lived in San Diego, when I actually used to go to games, that would have been great, man. Because I'll tell you what, they would have literally had a dynasty with the farm system that they had back in the day. Hey guys, I gotta run. I'm gonna go take my lady to work real quick, but I'm gonna try to make it back for final thoughts. Okay.
All right, hurry up, man.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we only got about 20 minutes or so. Couple things. Let's see here. Let's do this. The one of the things I want to talk about, Pops, was the farm systems. Right. So we're coming into the playoffs and we're coming in the off season. So here's where your teams sit as far as rankings. According to Fangraphs, which is a great site for baseball junkies, number one team is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Number 2 is the Chicago Cubs. Woo! Number 3, Washington Nationals. Number 4, the Boston Red Sox. Number 5, LA. Now that's fucking disturbing, Dad. That's disturbing.
Why
because they're the fucking Dodgers. And they're 11 and a half games up on their division, and they've still got the 5th ranked farm system in baseball. Which means
now the ranking is by quality, or is the ranking by money spent?
Projected quality.
Okay.
Projected. Yeah. What these guys, so what they do is they take all their all these guys, their arm speed, all their tools. They do the 5-tool evaluation, and then they apply that. So how hard does this guy hit the ball? How good does he feel? What's his average outs above replacement or what's this war? They add that all in, and then they come out with this. So it is not foolproof, but it is an indicator for sure. Because I'll prove it to you right here. I'm trying to look for the Reds. Where are the Reds? So the Reds are 21st as of yesterday. Do you know why? Because they called up 3 of their top prospects, so they dropped down to 21st. Doesn't mean their farm system is bad. It just means that they called up 3 of those guys that they had in there. And, Elliot De La Cruz, Matt McLean, I can't remember, Encarnacion, I think is the other one. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, these rankings aren't foolproof for sure. Texas Rangers in first place. They're number 6. Baltimore Orioles in first place, number 7. Cleveland Guardians up there. The Mets are still up there, which is good for them. White Sox are number 11, unfortunately. Padres are 12. On and on. So yeah, all you gotta do is Google MLB pipeline, and you're good. Apparently, I've lost everybody, which is fucking awesome. Let me see if I can find one more clip to play for you guys. Here. Oh yeah, this is great. This is one of the reasons baseball is great. This is a couple years ago that a United States military veteran hold on. There we go. Threw out the first pitch. So I want to share that with you guys. Here, I'll bring Pops back in because he dropped off. But yeah, here we go. This is pretty cool. They're loving it. Scooting. All right. Hop head up. All right, we're good. Hop the pin, throw it. Straight from the underworld, coming for the son. Love it. That's one of the reasons baseball is the best. Let's check it here. All right. So, what else do I got for you guys here? Let's see. Oh, this is funny. This is never forget when Big Papi put vodka in Frank Thompson's water bottle. One of the reasons baseball is the best. I think this is pretty fucking hilarious. Let me pull it up here. There we go. There's Big Papi with a bottle of Tito's vodka putting in Frank Thompson's water bottle, which I think is absolutely hilarious. So here we go. Yep.
Frank's water bottle, Big Papi, putting some Tito's.
No, look at his face.
A little better. Frank didn't like the water.
Our friend reaction.
Let's hear Frank's reaction to this.
I thought that was great. Did you catch that, Pops? There you go. Did you catch that? The last video I did? No? Okay. All right. Next one that I got queued up, if I can find it. Let's see here. Excuse me. Oh, Pops, you ready? Okay. Your mic's not on, but that's all right. We're going to keep going. Another reason why baseball is great. And remember, get out there, get this shirt. All you got to do is search baseball is best. ALS. Go support my girl, Sarah Langs. Here we go. So, one of the funnest things about baseball is you get to mess with your teammates. And I don't know if anybody ever did it better than these boys. Let's see if I got it right. There we go. Yep. No, maybe not. Hold on. Uno momento. Is it there? No. Damn it. Okay. Hold on. We'll retry this. Hold on. I swear I'll get it.
Sure.
There it is. What a great prank. This is way back in the day. Hold on. Yeah, I got to do it this way. Shit. There we go. Is it back up there? Damn it. No. There we go. Now I got it. Here. Yep. When the Mariners pranked Jay Buhner. So Ken Griffey Jr. was behind this prank. All his teammates got into it. And Jay was a big cowboy and a bit of a, allegedly hillbilly, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
But good old country boy. So the boys got together, led by Ken Griffey Jr., and decided
I'll
to
get cowboy hats.
Yeah, wear a cowboy hat.
Right here. When Jay Buhner comes up the home plate, they play the song from Bonanza, foam cowboy hats for a lot of his teammates. So now a lot of the guys wearing those big foam cowboy hats.
How do you hit?
Top step
How
of the
do you
dugout.
stand in the box? Looking at all your boys.
Hey, Dave, something special is going on right here. When Jay Buhner comes up the home plate, they play the song from Bonanza, foam cowboy hats for a lot of his.
He's a city cowboy.
Oh, baseball is the best, man. It is by far the best. I love it so much. We have so much fun. You guys just, you don't know. It's great. What was the other one I want to play? I think there was one from Sarah that I had that I wanted to put out. Oh, yeah. It was, yeah. Like, again, I'm sorry I'm playing again, especially because Pook's not here. He can't give me shit. I'm going to play that walk-off again. Because Sarah told me to. This is just so cool, man. This is baseball. This is what I love about baseball. Oh, it's too slow. Well, we kind of improved on that, but baseball is drama. It is mano a mano. It's a team sport masquerading, or it's a one-on-one sport masquerading as a team sport, right?
Yeah.
Like only time team comes into is defense. Once the ball is put in play. But most of it is just one dude on the mound versus one guy in the batter's box. And if that guy in the batter's box is successful 3 out of 10 times, he's a stud. Now, think about any other endeavor in the world, and you're successful 3 out of 10 times, you're either fired, shit, broke, or homeless.
Yeah.
But in baseball, you're a stud if you're successful 3 out of 10 times. So here we go with another call. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Pitch. Oh, right field. That one back. Gone. Walk it off. And Morrell is the hero here tonight as he sprints around the bases.
I love it. Just tearing the shirt off.
What a moment.
I mean, he did not get good wit on that ball. He hit that on the higher part of the bat.
Yeah.
So that ball went sky high.
Yeah.
Good pitch.
Boom.
In the air. Right field. That one back. Gone.
Oh, I love it, man. I was losing my shit. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I got a back that is more jacked up than is more crooked and messed up than a politician right now. And I saw that and I jumped out of bed and just and scared the shit out of Carl, Edie, my wife, and James, but whatever. It was worth it. It was fun. I love baseball. It was such a cool moment. I don't know if I had anything else for you guys as far as that. Let's see. I had an article here that I wanted to look at. Yeah, let's talk real quick about some awards possibly coming up. You know, we've got that season, National League Rookie of the Year. Let's talk about that. Odds are Corbin Carroll is going to be it. Matt McLean's in there. Elliot of the Cruz, who's very flashy, but be honest with you, he's hitting like a 260 clip, so he's not exactly.
Yeah, he's not doing it for the average.
No, but you know, this is his first year, and he's gonna be a stud. He's gonna be a stud. He's gonna figure it out. He's got to make adjustments. He came onto the scene and exploded. The league made adjustments. Now he's got to make adjustments. It'll be fine, but the guy's got all the tools. Go
ahead.
He actually hit a home run inside the park home run yesterday. Inside the park. He is now officially the fastest Major League Baseball player.
Yeah, well, he was when he came up. He is so freaking fast, and he's got a good head on his shoulders about running it.
Yeah, he does. He's got bulls. I think it's Corbin Carroll, Matt McClain, Ellie De La Cruz. Now, Ellie comes in with a huge last month. He might have it, but I think it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Let's see. Yeah. American League Rookie of the Year. This is pretty much fucking over. It's Gunnar Henderson, man. The guy's just a gangster. Yeah. Just tear it up, and good for the Orioles, man. Good for the city of Baltimore to have a absolutely gangster team now, and I wish them the best, and I hope they get to the World Series and lose to the Braves. But National League Cy Young, man, this is tough. And not a lot of names you're used to up there. Zach Gallen is the favorite at plus 175. Blake Snell in there at plus 300. Logan Webb, playing for the absolutely boring San Francisco Giants. Spencer Strider plus 600. Not going to happen. I love him. He's on my fantasy baseball team. A lot of strikeouts, but I don't think he's Cy Young. Justin Steele of the Cubs plus 700 in there. Zach Wheeler, Corbin Burns, Clayton Kershaw, who everybody forgets about. Like, oh, Clayton Kershaw's old. No, he's not old. He's like 33, 32 years old. He's still got many a good years behind it. And by the way, if you go back to the last 10 years, I don't think anybody has a better ERA over the last 10 years than he does. So, yeah, don't sleep on Clayton Kershaw, though. American League Cy Young. Who gives a fuck? No, right. No, just kidding. Garrett Cole is the favorite for fucking some reason. I don't know why, but he is at minus 380. Kevin Gossman, Framer Valdez, who I actually think should win it, is plus 950. Luis Castillo plus 2,000. Shohei Ohtani plus 4,000. Yeah, keep going on. National League MVP. This is fucking easy, people. It's Ronald Acuna Jr. I mean, there's nobody else. I mean, Freddie Freeman's in there. Matt Olson's in there. Mookie Betts. I love Mookie. How do you not love a guy named Mookie? But Ronald Acuna Jr., man, this guy might do 40-70 this year. 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases. That's fucking insane. That's stupid. So somebody's just sent me something. There we go. All right. Moving on. Sorry, I had to check a message from Doc, and now I lost my fucking page. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's probably going to be Acuna, Freddie, Matt, Mookie, and then Luis Arraez, who is flirting for the first half of the season with 400, but let's be honest, never going to happen. American League MVP. They're no longer listed by any of the books. Do you know why? Because Shohei fucking Ohtani has a 9.3 B-WAR, which means he is worth 9.3 wins a season over the average Major League Baseball player who does his position, which is weird because nobody does his position. He's the only guy who does this, but he's got a 9.3 WAR, so he's going to win AL MVP. He should have won it last year, but a bunch of how do I put this, Pops? A douchebag Yankee sports writers gave it to Judge. And I said last year, they're going to give it to Judge. Why? Because Chick's taking the home run ball. Yep. But fucking Shohei, he should have won it last year. He will win it this year. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that, because he is the greatest thing to ever happen to baseball. Ever. Argue with me. Go ahead. Good luck.
Look at your email.
Uh-oh.
I just sent you Ellie De Cruz home run.
Oh, you did?
What they described as a little league home run.
A little league home run.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I got it. Oh, cool. I'm all about watching this. I love this kid. I picked him up before he was actually really available in fantasy baseball. I saw him, and I saw some of his minor league moments, and I'm like, oh, this kid's going to be amazing. Then baseball's dead. Shout out to Jared Carrabis, Dallas Braden, Jay Hay, and Joe. All of them. Love Baseball's Dead. Go check them out. Highly recommend them. But yeah, here's Ellie De La Cruz. Just, being Ellie De La Cruz and fucking crushing it.
There's no one at third base. Well hit. Deep right center. Off the base of the wall. McClain shoots through second. De La Cruz up to second. Furious windmill is on. McClain to the plate. De La Cruz to third. Head first plunge. And then
I think he likes playing baseball. I think he likes playing baseball.
And once this ball ricochets off this wall, he puts his head down. He knows good and well this is a triple all day long. Checks to make sure that McClain is running.
He didn't hardly hesitate.
That's why you
paid wild
to come see this kid play.
He's something else, man.
He is some kind of exciting.
Yeah, he is. He is absolutely just, yeah. I hope he makes the adjustments. I hope he stays in it because, man, is he exciting to watch. I love that.
Pook is actually strapped in. This is hard to believe.
Uh-oh.
I'm here.
Man, is he something else?
I made it back.
That first home run he hit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Best call in baseball. It's all right. Maybe not the best call, but it was definitely top 5 best calls in baseball history when he hit that home run. And the Reds announcer says, "That bull had a family. Like, what are you hitting so hard?" Like, that was just great. Like, I love him. It just makes me excited. I love baseball. Baseball is the best. Make sure you go out there and Google baseball is the best. Support ALS. Help all my girls, Sarah Langs. I certainly appreciate it. Everybody who's fighting ALS would appreciate it as well. All right. Kind of wraps it up for me. I don't think I got any more little videos or anything to play for you guys.
Well, do you want his first home run?
Oh yeah, that's right. Sure. I love his first home run.
I got the share. All right, hang on a second. I'll get it there.
Send it to me, and I'll play it for sure before we call it a day. Yeah, absolutely. I love this kid. Fastest Major League Baseball player. You know who his second fastest is? I don't. Bobby Witt Jr. from Kansas City.
All right. It's on its way to you.
Okay. Are you sending it via Messenger or what are you doing?
Email.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. There it is. Ellie De La Cruz. What do you know? Nope. Don't have it yet. Hold on a second here. Let me refresh. See if it comes back. Yep, there we go. Nope. It's the same one. He sent me the same one.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it. No worries.
All
We
right.
gotta get it. We gotta get done anyways. We gotta call it a day. It is what it is.
Yep, I agree.
All right, Pook. Since you made it back for final thoughts, I guess you should go first.
No, this is really important to me because you call me a troll, you call me this, you call me that. I really, a lot of my humor is sarcastic. I tell you that I got 9 jabs, all that nonsense, right? And I do a lot of culture jamming, but I want to talk serious to everybody for a minute here. You talk about the mission of Veteran Revolt Radio. It's to stop the chronic veteran suicide, the 22 a day, right? That's part of the mission, right? That's what we're talking about. Well, here maybe if you're listening to me and you're down and out, right, and you're thinking about and you're maybe too much, maybe you don't feel like you have a sense of purpose. Well, I'm going to give you a sense of purpose right now. One time you took an oath to defend the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic. Well, right now in our country, I believe we have enemies domestic, like you can't freaking believe. And this whole Hawaii thing, to me, is proof of it. Now, when you just add up all the facts, I'm just going to lay out real quick some facts, okay? They want to make Maui, one of the first 15-minute cities, the globalists I'm talking about, the billionaire bankers, the banksters, these people that are, run the things behind the scenes. That's a fact. You can go to their website, the WEF, all that. You can find this out. This is readily available. They want to make Maui the first 15-minute city. That's number one.
What the hell is a 15-minute city?
Oh, you don't have to go anywhere besides 15 minutes from where you are to do everything and anything you need to do. So it cuts down on carbon emissions and all that stuff.
Right.
Pretty much they want to lock you down like prison, Pops. So, and everything's going to be electronic. Everything's going to be modern, okay? And the infrastructure in Hawaii right now is not what they want it to be. So that's part of this too, in my mind. This is all theory. What I'm talking about is all theory when I say that this was done by evildoers. But let's look at the facts of the Hawaii fire. They shut off the freaking water, or they didn't allow water to put out the fire.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Freaking dying.
Yeah.
All right. If this is incompetence, right? If this is incompetence, it's more embarrassing than if you were to be paid off. If this is incompetence, it's more embarrassing than if you were paid off for these people to lose their homes and lose their lives.
Yeah, it's people that don't understand their job.
That's what people think, and we're going to go deeper into this. So that was the water, right? Okay, they never sounded the alarm.
Right.
They have one of the best early warning systems in Hawaii. It's known as in Maui. It's the best. It's literally the best in the world. Yeah. They didn't use it. They never sounded the sirens. Did you see the press conference of the fellow when he said?
Yeah.
Did you see what he said? He was worried they were going to run into the fire if he sounded the alarm.
Yeah.
He said let them burn them alive in the fire.
The alarm goes off, and so everyone's going to run for the mountains, and that's where the fire was.
All right. Okay. You see I see how this is adding up. You think this is all incompetence? We got the same the same guy that coordinated the investigation in Las Vegas, Nevada, of the Vegas shooter is the same guy that's the freaking police chief of Maui now handling this.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
Come on, man. Get real. Okay, now the other thing you have going is you had all this grass. You had all this grass growing that didn't belong there. Yeah. And they're big. It wasn't indigenous to Hawaii. They're big on getting invasive species out of Hawaii, right? Why did they let this dry grass grow? Why did they not normally during a hurricane, they shut off the power. Everybody knows that, right? Because down power line.
In Okinawa.
We had hurricane winds. They did not shut off the power. Yeah. We had transformers popping left and right all over the place. If this is incompetence, it's hard to believe, man. It's hard to believe that this was all incompetence. For all this stuff to add up, we got 1,500 freaking people missing right now, man. And they're probably, remember the towers when the towers went down? When the towers went down, we had so many people missing. Most of them people turned out to be dead, right? I mean, in a situation like this. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. So what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about picking up a rifle just yet.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is like getting a hold of, if you're a normie right now and you don't like what I'm hearing, look this stuff up for yourself and find out for yourself, because I did not say one thing that was not true. So look all this stuff up for yourself. So if you're a normie and you feel like that I'm a conspiracy theory whack job, which for the longest time I entertained conspiracy theories. Mini, back in the Marines, I used to listen to Arbel with my tongue inside of my cheek. I love it. I love conspiracy theories. I loved them until they started coming true right in front of my eyes, one right after another, starting with Jeffrey Epstein.
There you go.
So basically what I'm trying to say is I'll give you a purpose right now. If you're lacking a purpose, get out there and wake some people up, man. Wake some people up to what's actually going on. We cannot lose our republic. We can't lose our republic. We can't lose America. America's on life support right now. We cannot lose America. When they're shipping off billions to Ukraine and they won't help out the people of Hawaii that just lost their homes, a $700 check with a slap in the face? Come on, man. Get real, man. I want you to wake people up. I want you to talk about this. People, we need to talk. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this because they can't pull their plan off. They cannot pull this crap off if we're all awake. Let me tell you, now, a lot of people want to put their blinders on and act like some of this stuff ain't happening. I dated a girl that was a little bit older than me when I was in my 20s. a lot bit older than me, I'll say, but she was an Asian girl, and they keep their beauty for a long time. She watched her father and her brother get their heads blown off, dragged out in the street in the killing fields of Cambodia. I bet you they thought that would never happen. I bet you they never dreamed that would ever happen. Things can turn on a dime, and we got to get vigilant about this. We can't let them steal this next election. We can't let them steal our republic. That's Pook Dawg on his soapbox. That's Pook Dawg not being sarcastic and trolling. Get out there and talk to some people. Wake some people up. The freaking, like, I'm talking to my Uber driver the other day, and I was like, hey, how about these Monarch fires? Pretty shady, huh? He's like, oh man, I feel so sorry for those people. I bring up like some points, and it's just right over his head, man. People, wake up the people that are just watching the news.
There you go.
You're on the internet. You guys are on the internet. You guys are seeing some of the same thing I'm seeing. Wake some people up. Wake some boomers up.
There you go. Wake some boomers up. All right, Pops, what you got?
Just to continue on from what Pook's saying.
Oh no.
Gretchen Whitmer, remember her?
The
governor of Michigan.
Yeah.
She and her best buddy, Joe Biden, just approved the construction of a electric battery plant, one of the largest in the nation, for the state of Michigan.
Sure.
Now it turns out that the battery plant is wholly owned by the CCP.
Oops. That's a problem.
So some people in Congress are trying to stop it now.
That's a good idea.
That was approved, knowing full well that it was China that was doing it.
China Joe.
We still got it approved.
Yeah, and the left had a huge problem with when we stopped Dubai from buying one of our ports that was linked to China. They had a bucket. Anyways, way off of sports. Love it. Love you guys. Did a great job. Without further ado. Uh-oh. Guess who may be coming on?
Oh, yeah?
Came to say goodnight to you, but
Guess.
You can say hi.
Guess.
Is my buddy coming? There he is.
No.
Oh, there she is. Well, hi, Edith. Oh, you cutie. Hi, little girl. You're so pretty. Yes, you are.
Hey, Dad, you want to hear something funny?
What's that?
You know what I think she's starting to look like?
Who?
Your former wife.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I think she's starting to look like Mom. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's got her butt for sure. She's got her butt, and yeah, and she's got, and it's. I don't know if it's gonna be red. I think it's gonna be strawberry blonde. But yeah, she's still hi, sweetie. Oh,
well, that.
You're evil. Look at you looking at me like that. Like just my evil. She's evil. I'm telling you, boys. She's evil.
That is
all
awesome.
right. Yeah,
hey, it was a good show. I had fun today.
Yeah, absolutely. Without further ado, remember, never take a permanent solution with every problem. You're not vaxxed enough unless you're dead. And yeah, let's kill it. I'm gonna let James walk us out. I remember to do it. I'd love to have him kill the show. So without further ado, have a good night, everyone. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in.
Take care, everybody.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.